So today's lockdown session, we're going to go into a little bit more detail around passing. Now bear in mind there's lots of variations of how you can pass out there, but here are a few things that we're going to be focusing on. So number one, we're going to look at our foot positioning. 2, we're going to be looking at where we carry the ball. 3, we're going to be looking at what we're doing with our elbow. 4, we're going to be looking at what we're doing with our shoulders and how we finish our pass off. Focus on today is having our outside leg up and our inside leg slightly pointing towards the target that we're going to be passing to. Now our shoulder here is still square, but we're just keeping our hips open so it allows us to open ourselves up towards the target. With our feet in the right position, I want us to think about where we're holding this ball. Now I want us to try and get into good habits of holding it high for a few reasons. A, we're in a position to literally lift our elbow and lift the trigger to be able to pass, but also we're in a position where we can transfer the ball to hand off, and also we're in a good secure position if we needed to take it in. So, second point, carry the ball nice and high. Okay, so the reason why we want to lift our elbow is A, because it naturally puts the ball into the right position around our hip, not too high and not too low, but also it allows us to come through the ball and generate the power to put into the pass. 4 and 5 are going to come in together. So what we're going to focus on, our feet are right, balls nice and high, our elbows up. Now when we pass the ball, our non-passing hand, this one here, is going to be our guidance. It's going to take it to the target that we want it to go. So we've got to be really disciplined not to open this shoulder here. So we've got to keep it nicely tucked in. Power comes from the other hand here. And then as you pass the ball, you stay nice and strong with this arm here. As the ball fires, imagine I fired it, I want you to think about your rifles finished straight through to the target. In here, elbow up, push through. See how the ball came straight back? Elbow up, push through. A couple of those points. Thinking about our foot sequence. So when we're catching and receiving a ball, we want to have our outside leg up towards where we're catching. Reason being, so that we step onto the ball, we stay square and it opens us up to be able to pass. Okay, so all you're going to do is practice. You can either somebody throw into you or throw to yourself. Starting in this position, as you catch the ball, step forward and pretend to pass. Catch the ball, step forward. So then we're ending up in the position that we started with at the beginning of this video. Do the same on the other side. Okay, so whatever hand you've got the ball in, have the opposite leg up. Now you're going to keep the ball on your hip, and what you're going to do is try and hold onto the ball for as long as possible, because what we're trying to practice here is pushing through the ball and finishing. Also be working on your shoulder control here and finishing through. So from my hip, hold on to the ball as long as possible and push through the ball. From that would be stepping onto that leg as we go. So step through, push through, keeping nice square but controlled with my shoulders. So from the hip, push through. And I want to try and stay in contact with the ball for as long as possible, okay? So step through,